So I'm here with my friend John, and we're going to talk about the process he went through when he got 2 new lungs late last year. Tell me, first of all, John, what was it like to wake up after having gone through surgery and being able to breathe for the first time in 2 years?
Well, when I first woke up, I had a tube in my throat, and I had the nurse yelling at me, "Breathe, breathe!" And it was hard with the tube. Well, I started breathing, and when they removed the tube, which I don't really remember, but once it was out, I could breathe great, and it was amazing.
Go back. Tell me about getting the call that you were going to get lungs and how long you had waited and what it was like to learn that you were actually going to get a
Well,
transplant.
it took a year to get listed, and I got listed in May of 2008, and then September 20th, I got the call. And I actually got it from my nephew, and he asked me what I was doing. Downtown, he goes. I said, "Why?" He goes, "They got lungs for you." No, yeah. And then talking to him, I got the call from the hospital, beeped in. So I said, "Well, there's no sense in going home. Pick me up, and we get to the hospital by 6." He said, "That's fine." And we did, and they prepped me for surgery, and at 3:30 on Saturday morning in the operating room, we got the call that the lungs were good and could be transplanted. So I yelled out a big cheer, and the next thing I know, it was Sunday afternoon, and I woke up with a tube in my throat.
So why did you need new lungs?
I had severe emphysema from roofing in a family roofing business. My grandfather started in 1925. My father took it over in 1958, and I worked in it in summers as a kid, and then ran the tar kettle for 13 years straight. Breathed in a lot of hot tar fumes, which who knows how many packs of cigarettes that may be, but it wasn't from smoking.
What about some of the other reasons why people need new lungs?
Oh, there's people in our lung transplant support group that were born with pulmonary fibrosis and cystic fibrosis, and they have needed a transplant since they were kids.
What did you have to do to actually get listed? You said it took a year to get listed. What did they do to screen you to make sure you were a good candidate?
There were several tests, hepatitis B and C shots, 3 heart catheterizations, a stress test on the heart, numerous health different things.
And why do they do all that screening?
Just to make sure you're a healthy candidate so the lungs don't go to waste.
What about the exercise you had to do?
Oh, I was at pulmonary rehab twice a week for an hour to an hour and a half, even, pre-transplant on the oxygen. That was very important to get strong for the surgery.
And then you also needed to be able to have a certain number of people who were ready to help you out.
Well, I did, yes, because being by yourself was a strike against you for being transplanted. So I had to have friends like Marcy to show that I could get my groceries shopped. I could only lift a gallon of milk after surgery, and I couldn't go home by myself. So I had my nephew and his wife, like I said, Marcy, other friends of mine helping me shop. And once I showed that I had the support, that was all, they cleared me.
So you can breathe now for the first time in 2 years. What are you looking forward to doing?
I'm looking forward to playing golf again. That was one thing that I would really like, and go fishing and even swimming again.
And what do you want to say to people who don't know about transplants, who maybe are thinking about it? What do you have to say about why it's important?
Well, I'd say it's important for a lot of people because you'll save their life. For a gift of life, you get your heart on your driver's license, you could be saving tremendous amount of lives.
Great, John. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.